Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to see how to use Quill Editor inside our Angular application. What are the CSS dependencies that are required for the Quill Editor? We are also going to see how to customize the toolbar of the Quill Editor inside our Angular application. So without wasting any further time, let's dive deeper into the understanding of the Quill Editor. So here I have simply created one project, and we are going to first install the bootstrap dependencies required for the Quill Editor. So command for that is npm install bootstrap. We are going to mention the version. We are going to use version 3. Along with that, we can use the jquery -- save. Now as the installation has been completed, now we will be adding the CSS dependencies inside our Angular JSON file in our styles and scripts part. This will be our CSS dependency for Bootstrap. Now we'll be adding some dependencies inside our script section. So this is our Bootstrap dependencies has been installed in our Angular application. Now we need to install the Quill Editor inside our Angular application. So the command to install the Quill Editor inside our Angular application is npm install ngx-quill. We'll be installing Quill via this command. As our installation has been completed, we need to add the CSS dependencies into our angular.json. I have already copied the CSS dependencies which are required, and now we are going to add the JS for the Quill. This will also lie under the same path, so we will just modify the name . Perfect. Now our dependencies and the installation of Quill has been completed. Now we will see how to import the Quill inside app.module.ts. So we'll be importing Quill from the ngx-quill package. So import Quill module from ngx-quill. We need to import it inside import section as well. Here we need to import the roots inside our import section. We'll be writing for root. Now we'll also include the forms module. We'll be fetching it from angular/forms. Now let's design the HTML part for our application. So we'll be putting in container, then the row, of MD12. We will need a navbar, so we'll be using navbar at the top, and inside that we'll be using h3 tag having Quill.js editor. We'll be using style to keep our text in the center. So for that we'll be using an text align property pointing towards center. We'll also be putting some class on navbar, and that class is bootstrap.min. Alright, now we'll be adding the quill selector inside this div class. So quill editor, perfect. We also need an output section where we can see the actual result of this editor. So we'll be creating one row for that as well, followed by the column properties. We'll be putting 8, should put, and inside this we'll be having a paragraph. We'll put the background light for this section. Now we'll be adding some styles inside our quill selector. So let's put styles property, and inside this style we'll be giving a height of 200 pixel. So height typo error 200 pixel. Now to catch the change, we'll be writing in change editor method. So on editor change, we'll be calling our change editor method. So change editor, and we'll be passing $event inside this. Okay, so now inside our TS we'll be catching this change. So inside our TS we'll go and we'll write change editor method event editor change, and will be perfect editor change contained or editor change selection. Nice. We both need to import it from ngx-quill. We'll be putting some console over here so that we can see on the screen that the editor has got some values. So we'll be writing an editor got changed along with the event. Perfect. Now let's run this thing and see how it is behaving. So for that I'll be writing ng-serve. As the compilation has been completed successfully, we'll just go to the Chrome and we'll be hitting localhost 4200. Yep. Alright. Here we have our editor inside our Angular application. So whatever we are going to write inside this editor, we need to see the output, how it actually looks. So for that I'll be creating an output container where we can see the output, and for that we need, okay, so let's do one thing. Inside this row let's hit one h3 tag, okay, and inside this let's write output, okay, and we'll be giving the same style, but this time we'll be keeping it left align. Okay, now after that, yes, so we need to catch the change. For that we will create one variable inside our TS, editor text, and this editor text will get filled inside this editor. Before diving into this, let's see what is actually is being getting printed on the console. So for that, we'll go there, we'll open the developer tools, and if we write over here, we see some change got printed on the console. So for that, we'll be opening this editor. Inside this editor, we'll go to the root, and inside this root, we'll be going to the inner HTML. Here we have the value. So we'll be getting this event, and from this event, we'll be taking out first editor, then we'll be taking the root, then will be inner HTML. Okay, so now we have the actual value inside our editor text variable. So let's print this using inner text property inside our paragraph. Now we'll be assigning our variable value inside inner HTML property, and we'll see right. So whatever the text we are going to write inside our editor will get printed inside the output section. So let's write, hey, this is Quill Editor. Okay, now we can bold it, underline it, we can give the H1 tag. Perfect. So we'll now see how to customize the toolbar. For that, we have one property inside Quill Editor which is called modules. So the current default module is like this. So we can play around this. For that, we need to add it inside our component.ts. We'll go to component.ts, and here we are going to place our editor module. This editor module will get assigned to our property called modules. So let's write modules and assign its value editor module. Save it, and let's comment the bold section. Now we'll see the change. So our bold, italic, underline and strike has been gone from our toolbar. So this is how we can customize our toolbar as per our requirement. And I want you guys to try this editor inside your Angular application. You have to just play with it and you will come to know all the functionality that Quill Editor provides. Thank you for watching, guys. Stay tuned for such tutorials on my YouTube channel, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button.